G, what does not for kids mean?
Oh, that was just that conversation we was having about the soul not being for like the children or whatever.
Oh,
Remember in the group chat?
I'm like,
I just want to make sure I wrote that down.
I keep hearing that, and I'm like, yo, bro, I don't even know what that means. That movie was for everybody.
Shit, my daughter done watched it 3 times.
Man, what? Tell Sid, fuck with me. I'm about to watch it again today. But I keep hearing, no, this wasn't made for kids, made for adults. I'm sorry, if some of you adult niggas is still trying to learn that lesson, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Dead ass.
If you still trying to figure that out, that you're cooked. I hope you got the message. I hope it drove it home. But our babies need to start on this type of time. Like keep saying that it's not for them. Like when they supposed to learn that shit, they need to learn that now, so they don't spend their whole life miserable like your ass. Seems right on brand for me. I don't know. That shit had me tight though, G.
No, that's real. That's why I wanted to put that down, because I was just trying to think of like how much stuff is not for kids. Like I've talked about it before. I've talked about it before. I mean, sex for sure is not for kids, but I think like some of the traumas is not so much for kids also. So
Yeah.
like the whole like marching and shit like that. I think at a certain age, I don't know if that so much should be. I don't think you should have so much emotional connection to marching at that point.
Yeah.
But other than that, bro, like I just thought back to like the like my grandmother on my mom's side was always so serious about not being in grown folks' business. Like she was dead ass about that. So like to the point where she was old school. So that to the point where if you're in the vicinity of a grown folks conversation, she's looking over at you from across the room and seeing and she would say from across the room, get out your mama's mouth. Like, if you're trying to read your mama's lips, like you could just be looking that direction, bro. I can't read lips at that fucking age. But like, if it looks like I am, she's like, get out your mama's mouth. And it's like a pop or some shit. I'm like, bro, this. So I was thinking back to this, like, over time, like, just to certain things, because there are certain things that you probably should not know when it comes to like your parents or grown folks' business, because you're not so much ready for the nuances of it all. Like you're coming from a pure position.
But nigga, they don't. I'm sorry.
No.
I'm sorry.
They don't know. They barely know themselves. But you're coming from a pure position, so therefore your outlook on it is probably going to be in a way that you haven't been put in some of these experiences yet. So your answers or what you think is going to be correct in this situation might actually be correct, but it ain't the way to work through this type of situation between grown folks.
Yeah.
I get that. But there's so many topics that get left out for children that don't need to be left out. And you see that in some like cultural situations where the kids are very advanced in a way, and that's because you'll see it in some deals where like they only have adults that they're around, so they tend to be way more advanced than other children because they are around adults at all times.
Facts.
Like so you get to see like an actual example of why it is very important for children to not be left out of things. They learn at a rapid pace. Man. That's a level up in itself.
And then what's even more fucked up is phones and everybody's, all these other kids' parents, that like everybody's restrictions aren't the same. So don't let your kid be the shelter kid and show up at school and got the partner that phone is unlocked, got an IG, know everything that's going on, because they getting secondhand filtered information through their little partner.
Black Mirror, Archangel.
Man. It's like you gotta be so cool in understanding that part. Like that to be honest, like wanting to be a parent so bad, that shit terrifies me, bro. Not giving my kid the game and then them going to get it from one of their dumbass little friends.
It's like you gotta, it's just a spoon feed the game. That's just what it is. You gotta spoon, feed you gotta breastfeed the game real quick.
Why?
You're gonna mush it down.
Why?
You ain't ready for the real.
Why wouldn't you? Like we were watching something using just proper terms. Like sex is being promoted and sold everywhere. They talking about everything. Like the kids gotta know. You gotta explain what the all gender restroom mean now. So to not use proper terms when talking about like the anatomy with your children, it's like, fam, we a long ways away from code words. Like,
Bro, the all gender restroom is nuts.
wait a
I
minute.
saw that shit in the mall, bro.
Wait,
that shit is
is
nuts.
everywhere.
Why are their bathrooms always the cleanest?
All right, man, you wildin'.
Bro, that shit is weird though, bro. Like I'm talking about the one where everybody goes into it, not just like it's just one single room. I'm talking about the one where like women go to the right, men go to the left, but there's no wall in between. So like the women are going into their stalls and taking their shits, and then like and then the guys are going and they pissing on the urinal or whatever back to the people that's over there washing their hands. Bro, that's a weird situation.